environmental management. This is a most important chapter in unit 22 in science. The part 2 is, here we are going to discuss about renewable and non-renewable energy resources. Generally, children, you know about every work needs energy. That means the entire world is developing every day. That is the science and technology discovered lot of things, that every instruments are basic needs are energy. How the energy utilized by the machines, that machines are run with a lot of electricity power. Okay. That power which can be generated in a various resources, that electricity is most important nowadays, that everyone knows about that. By the way, there are energy resources, basically very important resource is sun, because sun is a natural resource, everyone knows about it. The entire world is glowing because of the sun, okay, which can producing a heat and a light. Nearly about only 47% of the light and heat only reach into the earth atmosphere. If we use very little quantity of the sun, we can fulfill the energy resources naturally. By the way, we are coming into the part is renewable and non-renewable energy resources. What do you mean by renewable energy? So, it is termed as the energy resources are available in unlimited amount in nature, and they can be renewed over a short period of time. Short period of time means what? That time duration will be renewed by its source itself, that is called renewable energy. So, once we use it and it will be recycled and it forms naturally, that we can use for continuously, that is called renewable source of energy. That means it is called non-conventional. Why it is non-conventional? It is not used traditionally, it is alternative source of energy we are using nowadays. Second one is non-renewable energy. This energy is obtained from the source that cannot renew themselves over a short period of time. This kind of energy which is abundantly present in our earth, but demand of the population and demand of utilization, we exhausted all the resources, so that it day by day it decreases. If day by day it decreases, what will be happen? That will be demand will be happen, so that our life will be very difficult to get all the resources. This is conventional energy we are traditionally using. So, it is called conventional energy. Example for non-renewable resource of energy is coal and petroleum. Nowadays, you know how much important the petroleum is. Now, the price of every commodities increases because of the oil and refineries, that is mean nothing but petroleum. Yes or no? Fossil fuels. What is a fossil? It is nothing but there are coal which is abundantly present in the inside the earth. That means the crust area of the earth which consists of large amount of coal. They are energy which rich substance formed by a natural process, that is anaerobic decomposition takes place of buried dead organisms over a million of years. So, that the fossil fuels are formed. This will take place millions of years, means just understand that there are tremendous changes in which takes place in the earth. Once there was a greeny and fertile lands, there will be a lot of forest area in our country. Some millions of years ago, they undergoes anaerobic decomposition, so that it becomes a desert now. So, that in that desert area there are fossil fuels are abundantly present. For example, for fossil fuel is coal and petroleum. This Indian refineries product will be refined from the crude oil. The crude oil means nothing but that is a petroleum which is refineries are extracted, the various nearly about 200 kind of product from it, that is a destructive distillation process. So, it is a major role in which takes place in a industries process, that is most economical improvement of the country. In the world, we are the third consumer for getting a crude oil from the trade next to the China and the United States. So, we are spending a lot of money for getting a petroleum. So, fossil fuel is a natural resource which is most important assets of our country. How to conserve the coal and petroleum resources? It is a most important concept. Children, you should learn from that way, that will be very useful to the next generation. If electricity is saved, it will reduce the use of coal. So, everyone is very not care about the conservation of electricity. We are thinking that it is abundantly present. It is not like that. The electricity is a most important resource everyone needs, because the commercially or medically or education and whatever the purpose, the electricity is most important resource. You are supposed to save that. Children, if you find anywhere else the electricity is wasted, just instruct them not to be wasted, because electricity is most important resource we need for our next generation. It will turn to reduce the use of coal. If we save the electricity, naturally we are getting electricity through the coal. That means, there are various electricity generating industries like Neyveli Lignite Corporation. There are lot of human resources are utilized. By the way, electricity very much important to save. So, children, learn today, save electricity, save our country. And next one is using bicycle instead of cars and scooters, etc. Our lifestyle changes, everyone have the more economically developed. So, they are purchasing cars and scooters. Even there are 3 people in your home, they may have the 3 cars and 3 bikes. What is the need and what is the necessity of this? So, we think about it, that because every activity of ourselves, it affects the country development. So, we have to comfort with our lifestyle, which is most important, that is a old pattern of living style, which is more healthy and hygienic lifestyle. Let us learn such a healthy and hygienic lifestyle that makes you comfort to live in the earth. So, that children make use of bicycle. It is one of the best exercise in the world. So, cars and scooters should be avoided. That is most important. If purposefully you need, you make use of it, unless there is no necessity at all. You come by cycle and go by your home or to the school or anywhere else, that is the most important. So, healthily you are fit to live in the society. And third, using pressure cooker can reduce the consumption of LPG. What is the full form of LPG? That is liquefied petroleum gas. The liquefied petroleum gas which will be filled in the cylinder. So, make use of such a resources and control and conserve these resources and make our society be development. So, that what I say, even the pressure cooker reduce the consumption of LPG means, understand that it is a science behind it. The boiling point of water it to be reached to 120 degree Celsius in pressure cooker, that 20 degree difference of water boiling makes to consumption of the LPG. It is a science concept, I understand that. So, make use of this old pattern of we are cooking with open vessels and takes a lot of heat energy from the LPG consumption. So, that we are wasting our resources, and if you have money, but we do not have the resources, that is the most important thing we have to think about it. So, money cannot make everything, sometimes it make trouble others. So, you aware about it. So, consumption of LPG is most important criteria which cannot affect the others, that is a social cause, everyone you need children, this is the age you learn from that. And further, motor vehicles should be designed with the fuel efficient engines. Nowadays, companies of car and motors and vehicles are numerous product comes, and what way it will be fit for us, that is the most important. If vehicles which have more efficiency, that will save the resources of petroleum. So, the mileage of the vehicle is most important. Nowadays, the rechargeable battery is also implemented in the vehicles, that vehicles are advisable to purchase. That makes our country to be greenery. Non-conventional energy resources, there are list out solar energy, bioenergy, geothermal energy, tidal energy, wind energy. These are the non-conventional energy resources, what we called as renewable source of energy. There are plenty amount of light and heat from the sun. How to utilize for our future generation? How to make the science to involve and make it into the purposeful one? Do not waste that such a energy. By the way, there are so many equipments and the inventions are comes on every day. The country like China and United States are developed because of the non-conventional energy resources are utilized by them are well and good. India is moving forward, very good, but and how many of you participate in it? How many of you utilizing it? That is the most important. Here economical status is more important. So, to our Indian government takes lot of steps to implementing non-conventional energy resources even in a remote areas and non-accessible areas like hill stations also, that non-conventional energy resources are implemented today. Solar energy, already I told you that 47% of atmosphere reaches the earth's surface, that 47% is huge amount to convert into the electrical energy. So, little amount of energy is converted into electrical energy, that makes to be lot of gaining and non-conventional energy, which makes our country to be developed. That part we are making the device is called solar cells. What is solar cells? It is a photoelectric cells. What is a photoelectric cells? It is a device which can convert light energy into the electrical energy. It is a directly. Suppose if you show into the solar cell into the sunlight, when sunlight falls into it, directly convert to electrical energy. If you connect any electrical appliances, it will glow. This energy is most convenient for now the environment we needs. The environmental management is most important criteria nowadays, because this energy which support environment in a positive way. Why? Because it is a harmless energy, no pollution at all, no waste will be created, but only thing is expensive. That is only a drawback of these solar cells, but this energy definitely replace coal and petroleum, so that our country will develop and it will reach into the topmost. And what are the uses of these solar cells? First one is street lighting and traffic signals, water pumping battery, charging system. It all the necessary for nowadays. There are traffic signal, water pumping battery, charging system which can be utilized by the people, that all appliances are necessity which can be utilized. Solar cells means the daytime the batteries are rechargeable by through the sunlight, which can be utilized by the battery. That battery will run the devices in during the night time, the people may utilize it. And secondary was artificial satellites and space probes. So, nowadays science and technology which takes us to the uppermost level of in Indian country. The Indian country is one of the best country in the world, shows always we are the number one country in the space and probes. That kind of space probes, which need energy to run for longer days, so that we implementing solar cell into that. And third one is radio and TV transmissions. It is commonly the people are needed for transmission purpose, radio and TV, that will be utilize electricity, that will be replaced by solar cells, which is to be convenient for transmissions. And very easily and carryable one, calculators and watches also now run by the solar cells. Next we move into the part is solar panels. It is a finest project which is Indian Government of Energy Resources. Now the Department of Ministry of Energy Resource also implementing in the every states solar panels. What is solar panel? The solar panel is nothing but the solar cells are connected in side by side, is called solar panels. Such it is panels which is costly, more expensive, but it utilizing the solar energy into the electrical energy, that will be in during the daytime and that be utilized into the during night time. Whenever we needs, we can utilize it. If you heat the water nearly about 100 liters, that will save 1500 units of current. Means what you understand from that concept is, if you are using a solar energy, that solar energy which consists of heat and light, that heat will be converted into light, that light will be converted into electrical, that electrical which used to boil the water into the steam nearly about 100 degree Celsius, that 100 degree Celsius of water boiling for 100 liters, that save 1500 units of current. See, it is a huge amount we are saving electricity. Okay, this is most important for solar panels. Nowadays, hospitals, schools and multi complexes and shopping mall and everywhere else, solar panels implemented in the top roof, that means open space. That will be the energy resources are very important and which can be generating electricity. And next we move into the solar cooker in a domestic purpose. It has open sunlight, it has one kind of a box which has a block painted, that black coated that box which consists of a glass panel on the outer cover. That outer cover which has glass panels which allow the sunlight directly into the vessels or the aluminum content which is filled with the cooking material, that means the food content. Okay. That keep up for 1 hour, what will happen naturally, the water or the food content will be boiled due to that heat energy. That means the 47% of sunlight which reach into the earth passing through into the glass window, that converted the heat energy, that is enough to cook the food. So, this device is called solar cooker. What is the advantage of the solar cooker? So, normal cooker we need a LPG. So, we have to save LPG by alternating or replacing with a solar cooker. If you replace the normal cooker with the solar cooker, what are the advantages? It does not cause any pollution, it is the most important. So, environmental management, that is a cause no pollution. It is a renewable source of energy. It is available in abundance in our country and it is free of cost. So, there is no need to purchase because it is abundantly present naturally. So, we can utilize it and use to generate electricity. So, these are the main criteria for using solar cooker. Next one is biogas. So, it is commonly people knows about what is biogas. Biogas is nothing but methane. Methane formula CH4. Okay. This methane is abundantly present in the underground, that means land of surface which are crust area. Biogas, it is a mixture of methane which is a 75%, hydrogen, sulfide, carbon dioxide and hydrogen. These are the composition which biogas contains. Okay, that is how it was biogas is produced because of the decomposition of the animal waste. It is also commonly known as a Kober gas. See, in rural areas the village people used to collect all the animal waste and dump into the bit which is nearly about 10 feet depth. They will be adding a water often and make them to be decomposed. If it is a bacteria which decomposing the animal waste and producing the Kober gas, that is nothing but methane. This is a general procedure in which followed by the village people, that can be utilized as various purposes. Okay. These biogas are satisfying the village people for consumption of the cooking and etc. And what are the uses of this biogas? Fuel for cooking, run motors and pump sets, generate electricity. So, these are major uses of the biogas. What is the advantage of this biogas? It is less pollution and excellent way to get rid of the organic waste. And third one is good manure and fourth one is safe and convenient to use. And fifth one is reduce the amount of greenhouse gas emitted. It is a natural way, it is a renewable source of energy which is convenient to manage our environment. So, by the way, simultaneously the waste are utilized by the people, at the same time they are benefited. So, this is a best method in which utilizing the animal waste. and next we move into that shale gas. It is, the word is somewhat new to children. It is easy to understand. The shale gas is nothing but it is obtained from the soft, finely stratified sedimentary rocks, which is in the underground. It is naturally the rocks which is abundantly present. These rocks contain fossil fuels like oil and gas, their pores. This fuel is extracted by techniques called a hydraulic fracturing. So, it is natural gas which is abundantly present in the underground, that can be extracted by the technique is called a hydraulic fracturing. Okay, this gas is, what are the environmental concern about this gas? It also normal like methane gas, but not like that. It is in a different way we are obtaining the gas by hydraulic fracturing, but it needs to be more concerned and protectively we have to be extract the gas, unless it will makes a certain tremendous changes in the external area. So, this gas which can be extracted very convenient way. That environmental concern means it affect the groundwater reserves and fertility of the soil. So, it is way we are getting the gas is most important, but as a negative value of shale gas is fertility of the soil will be affected. So, that the gas which is convenient method to be adopted, but more amount of gas will be extracted means it will be affect the fertility of the soil, and second one is affect the water table. So, water is the most important precious content in the earth. Okay, that content will be distracted because of the gas. So, this is not a best way to extract the gas like that. Wind energy, which is a secondary source of energy next to the sun energy, that means solar energy. So, by the way, wind energy is one kind of energy which can be easily renewable into the kinetic energy. That kinetic energy which flow from the higher way of wind blow, that will be converted with the electrical part. So, that means the mechanical power will be converted into electrical energy. So, that if you move into the district like Kanyakumari or Nagarkoil, there you can see lot of windmill landed in the agriculture land. Children, let you understand this kind of energy, wind energy which can be utilized to for the generation of the power. So, Tamil Nadu is the state which can be fulfilled all the electrical resources, unless we are not able to develop all the industries and agriculture field and domestics and etc. So, electricity is the most important part of our life, everyone knows about it. So, the thing is to be, children, you learn such a kind of energy and involve it, how to convert in some other way and how to utilize it, how to save it. This all the factor you think about, and our science to take the uppermost level. So, your research or your higher studies are related to the part of renewable resource of energy, that will be appreciable one, that you will be come up with a social cause also. So, such a way the windmill which is implemented by the our government organization or non-government organization, which is spending lot of money to generate electricity. So, windmill is it used to convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. Okay. That energy will be stored in a transformer and transmitted into the various appliances. So, we are getting energy in a city like Chennai or Coimbatore or Madurai, we are getting that kind of energy from the various resources like hydro power electricity, nuclear power electricity and wind power electricity, all those things, that all most important source of energy which we are going to use in our next generation also. What are the advantage of this wind energy is eco-friendly renewable source of energy, it is a major role. Okay. It is eco-friendly renewable source of energy. Second one is no pollution, okay. And third one is expenses on a periodic maintenance is low. So, once you are implemented, once invested and we got get the generation of electricity and it will becomes the income to our state. So, that we are fulfilled with energy resources, particularly wind energy. And move into the next one is water energy, it is a hydro power electric energy. This hydroelectric energy will be nothing but harnessing the energy from the flowing water can be used to produce electricity. It does not cause environmental pollution also. Okay. It is a Olden time also, even a Chola kingdom, Karigala Cholan built a Kallanai dam also, it is the same purpose of resources will be restored it. The same matter will be implemented in nowadays, all the dams and will be filled with water. That water which runs with high mechanical energy, which rotates the turbines, the turbines which can be fitted into the electromagnetic induction. Due to the electromagnetic induction, the electric current is generated. It is a basic principle of science. Okay, children, now today we discussed there are so many renewable resources of energy like solar energy, wind energy, shale gas and gobar gas. It all what it to be reached to the generation of electricity. Not only generation of electricity, it is also a eco-friendly relationship with environmental management. So, children, today what we learn, the learning is a process in which understand the concept of the science, particularly the generation of electricity is a most important resources. We save our earth, we save electricity.